Zelda: A Link to the Past is one of the best games ever made. It spawned a lot of clones and sequels. The gameplay for The Link to the Past is more similar to Zelda 1 than number 2. There's an overhead view, you can move Link around, the maps are sectioned, and when you reach the edge, you go to the next section. And the whole map is also further segregated by, it's like locked by certain abilities. So you need to get certain items or equipment to go to certain other areas. But despite that, you have a lot of freedom to go to dungeons that you want to. Like, you can get an item from one dungeon and then jump to one that's far more advanced than another one and maybe clear that. So there's a lot of freedom there. So it increases replayability. The dual world mechanic is amazingly well done. By the use of an item, you can switch between this other dark world or the light one. And sometimes you can interact with each of the worlds by doing certain actions. And it is a lot of fun and interesting. The overworld area is large and varied, and it's full of characters and secrets and items. And you can just go from screen to screen, and there's usually a secret in each of the areas. So it's really worth your time to go through them. The dungeons are likewise varied, they each have their own additions and gimmicks, and every boss in them is unique in some way. Like the gameplay, the music is top-notch as well, and it really fits in with each of the areas. A lot of the themes that are found in the game as well are found throughout the entire franchise, like the Zelda theme. So I have no complaints with the music. As you'd expect from a Nintendo title, the graphics are colorful, they're nice, they're interesting to look at. They're very similar to Super Mario World. They have that kind of look. And over time, these graphics have held up. I think sprites in particular just hold up better than, say, like 3D graphics. So just looking at them now, I don't feel that they look bad at all. Some of the graphics are a little dated, so that is one thing to consider, but you know, it's an early 90s game. So there is that. Overall, A Link to the Past is an amazing game. It has a ton of replayability and it's a blast to play. If I were to rate this game like it was the early 90s, I'd probably rate it a 10 out of 10. If I were to rate it now, I would probably rate it around a 9.5 due to graphics. Because, you know, 90s, 2021, you know, there's a bit of a difference there in graphical and CPU capabilities. But the core gameplay mechanic is really good. And as I said, it was a lot of fun. It's a really stellar example of what a game should be, where it really focuses on the gameplay and if it's fun or not. And if you have not played this game, you really should. So, you know, thank you for watching and have fun.